Coming up this morning on Daybreak, with quarantine comes more family time for some people. We'll explain what you can do if it's putting a strain on your relationships.
We've also got to tell you how a local restaurant owner is helping others by paying it forward these days. That's all coming up this hour for you on Daybreak.
Good morning and thanks for waking up with us. It's Monday, April 20th. I'm Lauren Barnes.
And I'm Joe Morano. One more hour to go for you this morning as we set off a new week.
That's right. This weekend I took Jax swimming and he went for it. That boy had a heyday in the water, but I would not recommend for all you mortals, you humans out there. It was pretty cold.
It was cold in the water,
in the water, yes. The sunshine was beautiful.
Now, the sun was nice. We like doing that. Meteorologist Elisa Rapp is here this morning. And are we going to be able to do that again today at least?
You can enjoy the sunshine for at least the first part of the day, but then that sunshine will fuel some showers and storms later on.
Okay, so get that coffee outside this morning.
Yeah, no, it's nice out there, a little bit cool and foggy. We've got a dense fog advisory that goes until 10 o'clock this morning for parts of southern Missouri and northern Arkansas, where the grounds are a little bit wet from rain yesterday, and we've got clearing skies and calming winds. It's been tough to see the landing in Branson this morning with that fog around. It's 45 degrees. There, visibility is down to a quarter mile in Branson and a quarter mile in Mountain Home as well. Temperature is a little bit cooler than yesterday by about 5 to 10 degrees. It's 45 degrees in Branson, 47 in Monette, and 41 degrees in Springfield with those calm winds, and that's why we're finding that fog development. So on the roads this morning, you'll start out with some patchy to dense fog. We'll have a dry period probably around lunchtime, then some showers and storms fire up by the evening commute, so those roads might be a little bit wet. If you've been working from home, you could do your work from home outside on the patio earlier on today, but then keep an eye to the sky this afternoon and evening. When you hear thunder, you got to go inside. We'll have some showers and storms out there today with a marginal severe threat, meaning 1 or 2 storms could be strong to severe. So we'll have the detail, the timing and threats for you on that. A really nice day tomorrow, and then we're unsettled later on this week. Details on that coming up in 10 minutes.
Now, an update from Color 10 News on the coronavirus.
Here's the newest numbers. As we start off a new week in Missouri, we have more than 5,600 cases reported. According to the state's health department website, 176 coronavirus patients have died. In Greene County, there are 36 active cases, 46 recoveries, and 8 deaths.
In Arkansas, a healthcare worker from Jefferson Regional Medical Center passed away due to complications from the virus. The individual is not being named right now. We have the 1,781 total positive tests in Arkansas, 721 recoveries, and 40 total deaths. Not included in those reported numbers, though, are cases from the state prison system. In just the last few days, they've done about 1,400 tests. And right now, there are 8 barracks for positive inmates and 7 for negative inmates. Also announced yesterday, state officials are looking at all the corrections facilities in the state to consider releasing nonviolent offenders and non-sex offenders a little early. Governor Asa Hutchinson said this is to help prevent another outbreak of what has already once happened before.
We want to have sufficient space available so that we can have the inmates that test positive isolated, and we can do the sufficient contact tracing in these units and have separation capacity, and we have to have some empty spaces for that.
The parole board is also looking at releasing those inmates who have chronic illnesses. There are 1,990 inmates that fit that criteria. They'll be screened by the parole board to make sure they are no danger to the public.
To slow the spread of COVID-19, people are spending more time inside their homes, which in many cases means more time with family. But it could be putting a strain on some relationships. Local psychologist Margaret Rutherford says during this time, parents are wearing a lot of different hats that they normally would not, which puts stress on the whole family. It can be tough for healthcare workers to separate from their loved ones. And when the thought of getting through the pandemic becomes too much, she says to remind yourself of things you've overcome.
There are probably things in your life that you've thought to yourself, I could never get through that, and you have gotten through it. Remember those things. Remind yourself of your resilience.
Being in quarantine can also lead to an uptick in domestic violence. For anyone facing abusive relationships, you can call that hotline number right there on your screen.
Well, using internet is no longer an option for most of us. It's a necessity. Missouri is not only, though, one of the worst states in the U.S. for internet service in rural areas. 27% of all rural areas in the U.S. lack broadband services. With a statewide stay-at-home order now, it's more important than ever for most. Now, service provider Whisper ISP will be expanding broadband service to those parts of Missouri. But CEO Nathan Stook says it will take about 3 to 4 years for all Missouri communities to get that service.
Which sounds like a lot. It's like, oh my goodness, I can't wait for 4 years to get service. We're going to do our best to accelerate it as fast as we can.
A few weeks ago, President Trump signed the Broadband Data Act into law, which helps make federal broadband programs use data and up-to-date maps in order to help close the digital divide between those urban and rural communities.
A man has died in a small plane crash between Springfield and Stratford. Greene County deputies say yesterday afternoon it happened and the airplane was homemade. You can check out ozarksfirst.com for any details that become new to our newsroom on this story.
Springfield Public Schools will be consolidating 4 meal service sites that will go into effect today. We have 4 sites and the new locations. McBride students will pick up meals at Harrison. Shining Star students' meals will be moved to Study Alternative Center. Pipkin students will be at Central, and Glendale students will get their meals at Wilder. Parents and students can pick up meals up at the schools closest to them. It does not have to be the location where the student attends. According to the SPS website, though, meal services will continue until May 21st.
One Republic restaurant owner is hoping to pay it forward during these uncertain times. Amy Oberbeck is the owner of Just One More in Republic, and she's one of the many restaurant owners struggling to keep doors open. However, she's found a way to help her employees. Any tips that she receives from curbside orders go directly to her bartenders. She says staff really is the backbone of her business. Her customers, also known as her tribe, have come together to create a Pay It Forward rail, which provides people in the community with essentials and a meal.
Collectively have been helping me really just gather funds and make those funds available to people in the community who may not have what they need. So we've brought in toilet paper, we've brought in milk, we've brought in eggs, paper towels, just different varieties of essentials. And so essentially what I'd like to do is really just kind of promote the fact that that's available, and anybody who needs it, if they find that they're in a pinch, call me.
She says it really is that simple. If someone in need wants to, all they have to do is go to the restaurant, get the essentials at no cost to them.
And we've got some dry roads on our Color 10 Live Drive this morning, but we do have some patchy fog out there this morning. Details on storm chances returning coming up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.